Welcome back to another episode of 10/8 TV. Can a machine actually tell if you're lying or telling the truth? We're heading behind the scenes with our polygraph examiners to see how this 100-year-old test works and how trustworthy it is.
This portion of the test is about to begin. Please sit still, look straight ahead, listen carefully, and respond to each question immediately after it's been fully asked.
Our bodies don't like it if we're being deceptive. If we're lying, our bodies change physically.
Did you set that car on fire?
No.
That's right, even your body won't help you cover up a lie, especially if you're hooked up to one of these machines.
Are people usually shaking at this point?
Yes. The shakier, the better.
Detective Vinny Ovchar has been a polygraph examiner for 2 years, having administered more than 150 tests.
When somebody tells a lie, that involuntary nervous system kicks in and you start sweating, your heart rate goes up. That's what the polygraph picks up on. It's changes in your body that you can't control.
Did you shoot that man?
No.
Detective Brendan Keats and background investigator Kevin Pingle are the other 2 polygraph examiners for the sheriff's office.
Are you currently in Sarasota County?
Collectively, they've administered thousands of polygraphs.
A polygraph is a tool where we measure truthfulness and deceitfulness from a person's demeanor or disposition.
Let's break down how it works.
During a polygraph, we're looking at how the person is responding, not just verbally, but physically. They're called psychophysiological changes, and they occur really because of the stressors of lying.
The polygraph measures different parts of our nervous system. 3 of these are changes in breathing, changes in pulse rate, and something called galvanic skin response.
To look at breathing, we have 2 tubes across the upper abdomen and the upper chest. To look at the blood flow, it's a blood pressure cuff that goes on either the forearm or the bicep.
To measure galvanic skin response, 2 sensors are placed on your fingers to record your sweat gland activity.
And then this one goes on your middle finger there, and that just records how much blood's getting pumped to the surface of your skin. Because when a person tells a lie, their body kind of goes into defense mode and retracts all their blood from their extremities to their internal organs as like a preservation.
And while you're staring at the wall answering each question asked, the polygraph examiner is looking at this.
The graphs are just the different sensors we use to judge a person's physiological reactions to the questions we're asking them.
It's how we read the sensors to determine if that subject is telling the truth or if they're lying.
How accurate is this?
So polygraphs are known to be upwards of 80 to 90% accurate, and at this point, I have never seen it not accurate in the investigations that I've conducted.
There are 2 occasions when we use polygraphs at the sheriff's office. One is pre-employment.
In the background testing for employment, we use the polygraph for verifying information and discovering if there's any information that the applicant didn't tell us.
It helps to make sure that the agency is getting the most qualified applicants that we can. I really feel like that's important to have a trustworthy person that's walking around with a badge and a gun, so.
It's like you have a hand in selecting those that work here.
Well, I don't let it go to my head, but maybe, a little bit. So I like to think I'm part of a very important process.
Polygraphs are also used in criminal investigations to verify information, eliminate suspects, or guide us to evidence. In Florida, polygraph tests are admissible in court only if both sides agree to admit the results as evidence.
Polygraphs are never used at the beginning of a criminal investigation. They're used after you have enough information to really hone in on 1 or 2 suspects, or however many suspects you have. But you don't want to use it as a fact-finding tool. You want to use it as more of like interview or interrogation tool.
Would you say this is a valuable tool?
I think it's invaluable because being a polygraph examiner, I'm a big proponent of it, obviously. I believe in the science behind it.
Have you ever lied to someone in a position of authority?
No.
Before I became a polygraph examiner, I didn't believe in it 100%. I thought it was kind of smoke and mirrors. I've proven it to myself 100 times over, just by seeing how people react when they're lying on a question.
Do you intend to answer each question truthfully?
Yeah.
everybody knows that when you tell the truth, you feel better.
The polygraph doesn't know the difference between a small lie and a big lie. Once you lie, you are absolutely going to show signs of your sweat glands increasing, your heart rate increasing, your pulse rate increasing. You become more fidgety, your body has more movement. So what we tell people is to just tell the truth throughout the entire polygraph.
So your body doesn't help you out. It doesn't do you any favors.
It doesn't. It'll tell you if you're lying or if you're telling the truth.